right. Oh, happy Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. I hope you all are having a great day. Hope y'all are having a great day. It's finally Morgan Monday. The day we wait for every single week. The day I wait for every single week so I can get to see my wife Morgan again. I'm so excited. So I think last time, oh wait, dude, me when I forget it's March. Hold on, I love how I have to do this now. Here, you can listen to the epic music in the background. I hella forgot it's March. Let me fix my goals for a second. You know, I had all the time in the world to do this before stream, and then I forgot. Here, it's not February anymore. Right. Time's going way too fast. Make it stop. Yeah. Dude, this, I'm sorry, it's so fire. Let's see, I have to... Where are we? Okay. There we go. Okay, hopefully now. Yep, there it goes. Okay, yay! It's March. Starts crying. It's March. Okay, so last time we found, well, we are getting closer. I'm pretty sure we're getting closer to the end of this trial. I forget where exactly we left off. All I remember is that Mr. Yeah, we found out that well, we concluded that the knife was actually the murder weapon, not the katana. Yes, it was not the katana. We're trying to figure out the full story of what Mr. Tariq Chopin was actually doing. What happened in between? What got him killed? Who killed him? So I'm just gonna get into it. I hope you all don't mind, because I need to see where we are. Hopefully, I started off really good last time. I started off super good, and then I fucked up like the stream. So hopefully I'll be better with the answers today. I'll be smart today. I promise. When it was the back of his head that was injured. Hold on. Let me see the. Do I look at the backlog? Oh, my pistol. Oh yeah, he whipped his pistol butt into his forehead. Yeah, and then we were saying, actually, you did the back of his head, brother. What are you talking about? Yesterday he had bruises across his entire body. An exaggeration that doesn't hold up to the scrutiny of his actual medical record. Largest wound found on the crown of head. The crown, as in the top of the back of the head. The butt of a pistol leaves a surprisingly specific impression on the human body, Officer Rogers. I assume Dr. Sato is still in the building. Perhaps you should call her back and have her examine my client on the stand. Sosuke, you'll have to remove your shirt. Oh, get my head checked? No. That would be a waste of time, Your Honor. Counselor Morgan has taken advantage of some rather vague wording in the medical record to make her argument. Largest wound. But the fact is, the defendant was covered in various bruises all over his body when he was taken into custody, including on the front of his skull. She's not wrong. She'll remember every ache. It's entirely possible that not him! It's entirely possible that when Officer Rogers struck the defendant on the forehead, the blow was glancing. It's still hard enough to knock the defendant backwards. And had fallen backwards hard. He very easily could have sustained a large wound to the crown of his head. At the moment he hit the ground. Respectfully, Your Honor. ultimately not something either the people nor the defense are experts on. But even if we were, neither of us could examine wounds that are no longer visible. Sosuke's injuries mostly healed as of this morning. Oh, that's why they did it. That's why they gave him like the drug. Hope that injection helped you sleep really well last night, Sosuke. Your Honor, as I see it, either we could either we could extend this trial indefinitely, with both the people and the defense flying in X-ray specialists and contusion analysts to argue back and forth about fracture lines, or we could accept that events more or less took place as the witness described. He hit the defendant on the head, and then the defendant fell backwards on the floor. The head is open to interpretation. Oh. Medical data doesn't support Roger's story. And then or it could. Or it couldn't. Let me look at this evidence again. Along the front of the body. I think that was from when he was tortured, right? Torso and skull. Bruising and rope burns on both wrists. The body, others blood across the top. Legs. Large wound found in the back of the skull. Blood trauma to anterior front of the head. Okay. Yes. Harpsichord. It could support Roger's story, or it couldn't. I don't see a way it couldn't, at least right now, just getting into it. So I'm gonna stay and see where that gets me. It is possible that events took place exactly as Rogers has described. But if that's the case, Sosuke would have fallen into his bed. And yet the medical report tells us that he was covered in blood on the front of his body. Officer Rogers claims that Sosuke was hit on the forehead and fell backwards. But what would he have fallen onto? In that room? Probably blood and guts. Yuck! You're exactly right. All kinds of firsts happening in the courtroom today. He would have gotten blood all across his back. But that's not how he looked when he was arrested. The medical report clearly states that he had blood on the front. Yeah, it did. Oh, maybe it was a good thing to raise there. The front of his body. Telling us that Sosuke could only have fallen forward. And what of it? Maybe he did. Maybe he turned his head weird while trying to dodge. Things happen fast. Don't try to bullshitter. Morgan! Fast enough that you may have, in fact, actually struck my client from behind. Yeah, maybe. Took him by surprise when he was no threat to you. What? No! Easy target to knock out at that point. Makes sense why you wouldn't use lethal force in that scenario. No, he was... The guy's got nearly a full head on me! True. I don't deny it. Which makes it highly unlikely the witness could have simply hit him on the crown. If things happened as you say and he had the element of surprise, he would have simply aimed for the easiest target possible. The one easiest to reach. The center or the bottom of the skull. Not quite. Excuse me? I never said that my client was standing up when this happened. You mean he was asleep? No. Considering that he was struck on the crown of his head, it's obvious that at the time, Sosuke Ikaria was... on the ground, it's... Let's say on the ground. Oh, so then he was bent over. My client must have been bent over. He was bent over when the witness came from behind and...
Adonai.
What? Why are you interrupting me now?
Because I thought you would want to know you were about to phrase things in a way that would sound very silly.
Oh! What are you talking about? Sarah's right, Morgan. You should let her take this one. What?
It wasn't Sosuke bent over to pick up Yoru. That's what Officer Rogers struck Sosuke on his crown.
As I've said, the one thing I do remember besides walking out there is picking up my sword. Picking it up off the ground.
Having your android argue the weaker points for you now, Counselor? Oh! Not exactly the bravest tactic.
Tactics are for freshening your breath. That just sunk in, dude. What can you claim as weak about the argument?
Positioning. If your client really had walked out of that holding room and then was immediately hit from behind, where could his assailant have possibly been standing?
Sosuke had to get out of his bindings first, and then push open the door. And he wouldn't have been concerned with keeping quiet as he went. There would have been plenty of time for someone to hear him rummaging around in there, and figure out where they could hide. The corner of the room, here.
That doesn't work. If that was the case, your client would have fallen face first here. But instead he was apprehended here, in the center of the room.
Hey, makes sense to me. Looks like he dropped a sack of potatoes by the door, sure. But then he was dragged to the center of the room. It would explain the streaks of blood we could see where we discovered on the floor.
So, those weren't left by him gliding his feet in order to move silently? I was hoping to learn the technique.
Bro. Sarah's a fangirl and I love her for it. Your Honor.
I fear the defense may not realize the weight of the implication that her statement carries. If, as she claims, Sosuke Ikaria was knocked unconscious by Officer Rogers the moment he walked out into the room,
then my client never had any opportunity to stab Tariq Chopin in the back. And the only remaining individual who could possibly have killed him would be me.
Oh.
Yes. Any thoughts on that, officer? There's one thought that's been frustrating me for some time, actually. One I expected the prosecutor to voice, but perhaps I misjudged her.
You what?
None of what you're saying makes any sense. You say I hid in the corner to surprise Sosuke. And that I then, what? Snuck on Chopin? How could I do any of that if I was downstairs at the time Chopin was killed? At the time Sosuke killed him.
You...
It's not that the thought hadn't occurred to Emma, you idiot. It's that once I address this point, your entire testimony falls apart. And the truth of the case becomes crystal clear.
She got so mad. She got so... How dare you think Emma's not smart?
There's no misunderstanding on my part. And I suspect none on the part of the people either. Because the truth is, when you and your partner arrived, you must have immediately
KO'd Chopin. Fallen behind, right? Oh!
You were the one who took point, not your partner. Excuse me. Chopin shot open the lock, sure. I believe that. He was the one all gung-ho about coming there anyway. But after entering, you went ahead of him. All he covered for you. What? You already told us you wanted to stall, wait for backup. If Chopin charged forward, you couldn't slow him down. But if you went first, you could go as slowly as you liked, and Chopin would be forced to match your pace. You were the one who cleared the room and shouted down that everyone was dead. Told you, I testified. So did your blue blood tail. testified all about how you and your partner separated on the second floor.
Objection! Mischaracterization of testimony. The witness the defense is referring to did encounter two officers, but the witness never identified either of them.
The blue blood didn't need to. All they were waiting to hear was whether any blue bloods were alive. So after Rogers shouted down to Chopin that everyone was dead, they bolted out the second floor window. And when Chopin shouted someone was in the alley, Officer Rogers opened the windows behind Crick's body to try and spot the runner. Then he ran down the fire escape to try and follow them, only to give up when he saw there was no ladder to get down with.
It's entirely possible that Chopin yelled that someone was in the alley from the third floor.
The scene of the crime is soundproof, remember? No one in that room would notice a commotion in the alley, unless they'd already opened the windows to check it. So since Chopin yelled about it, he had to have been the officer who stayed on the second floor. This blue-blooded rat of yours just was heard. With a lying. There's no proof for any of this. Yes, there is, officer. Ooh.
No proof Rogers went down to the fire escape. Dumpster? Dumpster from the alleyway?
Yes, Rogers used it like a trampoline to jump down from the third and back up to the second floor. Okay,
I didn't think about all of that, Morgan. Oh wait. Knife. Yes, what about it? No! I said I'd try better today. It's not working. I don't know. There's no proof he went down the fire escape. Oh wait, it was in room below the crime scene. Yeah.
and it happens to have a partial boot print on it, proving that someone stomped from the crime scene, down the fire escape, and into the second floor. But that doesn't prove anything. Your own client could have left that blueprint. Blueprint. My client was arrested barefoot, remember? You should. You did the arresting. Then maybe Chopin. If Chopin was the one who brought the scrap down from the third floor, that would put him behind you, meaning you couldn't have walked in on him being attacked by Sosuke.
Counselor, even if we accept that Rogers was on the third floor and then moved down to the second, the sequence you're describing ends with both officers reunited on the second floor, with neither of them dead. But obviously, Chopin did proceed to the third floor because that's where he was killed. So now we're back where we started.
Back where we started? You're forgetting one key detail in this new sequence of events. At the time the officers reunited on the second floor, my client was already unconscious. Meaning the only person who had a chance to kill Officer Chopin was, in fact, none of this shit matters! This lawyer is trying to accuse me of killing my partner? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why would I do something like that?
You're crashing out Ace Attorney style, dude.
Depends. What? Depends where you live. Not uptown, I assume. What's it to you? Single bedroom? Yeah, whatever. Not great. Excuse me? And having to ride around all day with some insufferable, spoiled rich stick in the mud? Knowing the whole time that you, your job, your whole goddamn police department, it was all just a bullet point on his resume.
Counsel is badgering the witness in lieu of making an actual argument.
Apologies, Your Honor. I'll state the motive plainly. Prop 492 was corrupt. Blue bloods and worse would profit off of it at the city's expense. But it would also bring economic relief and badly needed repairs to the lower wards. It might also stop the canopy from You know, just falling down and crushing everyone who lives there. But a climber like Chopin wouldn't care about any of that. Every photo I've seen of this guy, he's had a big, stern frown. But I'll bet he was grinning ear to ear when he found that red ink. Must have made you sick to your stomach. So you killed him, and then you bled him like a pig to try and destroy the documents he had plastered all over town. You're crazy. That's not possible.
Do the people have anything to add?
Emma hates losing, but she's not stupid. She must be getting sick of having cover for this.
Oh! Officer Rogers, you were the one who entered the third floor first, weren't you?
What is she doing? Yes.
How long were you there before your partner alerted you to someone escaping through the alley?
More than 2 minutes, less than 3.
You had a chance to start looking the room over?
Yes.
And did you see anything as politically explosive as what the defense has described?
No. Nothing of the sort. Your Honor, the witness is blatantly lying. We know the documents were there. And we know Chopin found them because they were found underneath his corpse.
And it is the defense's theory that he was killed because of those documents. Because he would have tried to make them public, essentially.
Yes.
That's the defense's proposed motive for this man to kill his partner?
Yes.
I see. But why would he be prepared to kill his partner for reading documents left out on a desk? When he had over 2 minutes to simply get rid of them beforehand. Oh, check.
Damn good question, Your Honor.
Do you have an answer for it?
I'm getting there. I'll get there. So close. His legs are falling off. This is a cold guy, cold enough to walk into that room, knock out Sosuke, and turn calmly looking around. So is he mad? Did he actually see those papers? No, that's right. The papers were in plain view. He just had to tuck them into his jacket. The papers were in plain view. Ugh, I don't remember. Where the hell did I put them on the desk? I remember putting them on the sleep. Okay. Probably how one page was the bottom of the page. Before I left, I reorganized things. Tried to make it seem like I was never there, so I stacked things neatly.
Yoo-hoo, counselor! Any cuckoos in or around the nest?
Pardon me, Your Honor. I was simply overthinking, to be honest. If Officer Rogers didn't dispose of the red ink when he had the chance because he didn't notice the red ink. It's that simple.
A simple answer to a simple question that simply doesn't measure up. If Officer Rogers didn't notice the red ink dunks in the 2 minutes he had with the scene, how did his partner discover them so quickly? Neither of them were looking for illicit government documents at the site of a gang shooting. Neither of them would want to start disturbing a crime scene when there were bodies and blood all around them.
Correct. Rationally, neither officer would want to start making a mess of the scene. Something must have simply caught Officer Chopin's eye. Very bad luck on his part, as it turns out. You've gotta be... What the hell are you talking about? What could it have been? Sounds like a tough question to answer, but there aren't as many possibilities to sift through as you think, Your Honor. Because it would have to be something that caught Officer Chopin's eye, yet not that of his partner. In other words, something at the scene that Officer Rogers wouldn't recognize.
Your Honor, this is pointless. If the officers knew this was the site of an orc of violence from the silent alarm, and there was blood and corpses all over the damn place, and if the red ink dogs were not in plain sight amidst all that carnage, what could possibly have drawn Officer Chopin's attention to them?
If I need to retrace Chopin's steps, specifically, was there anything in the evidence record that he left a trace on?
Okay, let me look at Yoru and the bat. Oh wait, hold on. I don't think the bat had his prints on him. Yeah, okay. It was just so scary. Finger analysis has proven inconclusive. Returning only partials. Okay. I'm gonna turn it on. Okay. What could have drawn Chopin's eye? Probably, maybe Yoru? Or maybe it could also be the knife. Let's try Yoru first. It's okay. When he got to that room was... Ugh. Okay, I wasn't gonna say that. Okay, was it? It's not the dark card, or could it be the dark card? I don't know. Damn it! I'm losing my shit. I'm losing it. Was it the dark card? That drew Chopin's attention, Your Honor. It was it! It was! It was the dark card that was stuck inside of it. The dark card? Seems like a little more than a fancy credit card to you or I. But if you're rich enough, it's an unmistakable sign of powerful forces at play. Exactly the kind of thing that would put a gleam in the eyes of the politically ambitious Officer Chopin. Right up until the moment he saw the bombshell hidden underneath the datapad. Your Honor, this is speculation. Chopin's prints were discovered on the datapad, Your Honor. We know he must have picked it up. And the datapad was found by police on the desk, so we know he must have put it down. I'm merely proposing that he didn't put it back down in the exact same spot. Just because this dark card happened. Hey, seriously. What the hell have you two been talking about? What the shit is a dark card? Oh. Cryptographically anonymous wallet card that rich people use to buy illegal drugs and gifts for their mistresses. Not common knowledge, unless he ran in circles as high up as the city council. Oh. Yeah, you're right. I didn't know that. Never heard of that. Assumed you were being literal. It is a dark card. Yeah, to be honest, it wouldn't surprise me. Chopin going around picking up whatever he wanted at a crime scene without even radioing it in first. Sounds about right. Bare hands, mouth breathing. Guy was big on following the rules, just wasn't good at remembering any of them. Not me, though. Remember every rule. Follow them, too. Partner breaks a body count, or test a new one. Let him use mine. Stop him from getting sued by the next punk he bumps into. It was a real risk for him. He had money. People would sue him if they could. No one would try to sue Hugh Rogers. The only thing the judge could award them would be my own goddamn debts. I don't think I'm bad with money, just bad with debt. Can never seem to get rid of the stuff. But even I'm not so stupid that I wouldn't wear gloves at a goddamn crime scene. You mean? Obviously, Counselor. From the minute we pulled up to that building until I was relieved from duty and sent home the next morning, I was wearing gloves. 3 stories and an alleyway. And I could swear on my parents' graves I didn't contaminate 1 millimeter of it. Didn't put my greasy fingerprints on the windows, the doors, the murder weapons. You'd never know I was ever there. Okay, interesting. Interesting you'd say it like that.
So you can say I did this or claim I did that. But the city's only ever gonna hear that some Ikarian bastard killed a bunch of blue blood punks. And that Tariq Chopin died a hero, trying to save the day. Alright.
Adonai, is that true? Is that possible? After all this, is it possible that the jury, surely they can see?
The jury will see what the adjutant decides they need to see in order to properly render their verdict. If the adjutant comes to the conclusion that a witness or a line of questioning would only serve to confuse the jury.
Edie, Your Honor, the jury. Give me a second to think here, girl. I'm trying to build consensus and basically everyone's mad.
Maybe the adjutant rules in our favor and maybe the jury sees things our way. But there are no guarantees.
After all that, it just
comes down to a gamble. I love that shit. Always does. Yeah. But you still got a chance to sculpt your hand. And I can do a lot better than this pile of shit. Just have to take my licks first. Your Honor, I disagree.
About what, exactly?
About all of it. About everything. Look, we know someone moved from the 3rd floor to the 2nd floor because of a fire escape because of that scrap of paper, which would have to put them in the perfect position to block up behind Chopin. And we know Chopin picked up the data because his fingerprints are on it. So we can reason Chopin was investigating the gas before he died. And of course, we know he died reading the venting documents because, duh, his body was found to be on top of them. But put that all together and...
Nothing. You still have nothing. Nothing except circumstantial evidence tying the statements to a theoretical sequence of events.
Emma, did you get hit in the head too? What? We have Officer Rogers' fingerprints on the murder weapon.
What? Oh, they'll never go all in unless they think your hand is crap.
Put on a show.
Oh, shit! Okay.
His prints were on the pistol he used to bludgeon my client, of course.
What? What are you... No, they aren't. He said he was wearing gloves. Also, that gun was never fired. What are you talking about?
Now that you mention it, yeah. Shoot, did I get my notes mixed up?
Okay.
That's right, the bat. Did you think we wouldn't notice you left your fingerprints on it? Into splinters.
Baseball bat used on a tray. Forensics failed to put a single print on it. Is this your idea as a joke?
Jeez, take it easy. I misspoke a little. Also, I don't have my reading glasses.
What? Okay. The major sub is using tanks and creep.
Oh, the major sub is using tanks and creep. That's not enough. Pretty stupid to forget to log your prints on a piece of that body, don't you think?
Counselor, what is this? Throwing a tantrum? Making a mockery of the courtroom? Only prints on that gun belong to Sosuke Ikaria.
Oh. Sorry. Guess I was thinking of another case.
Is there perhaps a gas leak on the other side of the courtroom? Double A.
Well, don't I feel stupid? What I've been trying to say is that Officer Rogers failed to notice that he left his fingerprints on the most important weapon of all. The very blade that took his partner's life. Enough of this! Embarrassment! What the hell's wrong with you? I knew a mob lawyer would be corrupt and vile, but how can you be... You stupid bimbo! What? Do you think we're all idiots? My fingerprints aren't on that goddamn knife, and you know it! My mistake. I can see that, yes, I was misreading the fine details, and it does appear that your fingerprints are not on that knife.
Sorry, dude. One huge, big rage bait. You... Oh, dear.
What? What is it? Oh. I guess we're all just wondering. How long have you known it was this knife that was used to kill your partner?
Oh.
What? Confused. So are these two. Because like you, neither of them were in the courtroom when Dr. Sato updated her autopsy report. So I knew that Chopin was killed with a knife. And the people knew that Chopin was killed with a knife. But how did you know that? There must have been 50 cops in here when that doctor... Far fewer than 50, actually. More like 0. We had already emptied the courtroom by then. A courtesy we extended to a blue blood witness. You... You're some blue blood rat. You crazy harpy! Trying to trick me at the last second? You think I walked in here unprepared? No, of course not. She, right there, Rockford, the prosecutor. Before I took the stand, she told me all about the knife.
Oh.
So that's your plan. Right, Rockford. Before I came out here, didn't you? It's always great to reveal a full house and leg in the pot. It's even better to reveal a handful of shit you bluff your way to victory with.
Ooh, baby.
Say something already, just say it! But every now and then a different kind of victory comes along, where you just get to sit back and watch someone else self-destruct. Because they completely misread the deal. Say it! Say that you...
Ooh! Shut up!
What?
Just shut up! Is that so hard? Are my instructions unclear? Do you need me to salute you first? Stop talking. You are completely, utterly, 100% guilty! Why the hell would I perjure myself to help you?
But...
Hey! Start counting. Because from the second on, every word that comes out of your mouth adds directly to the number of years you're going to rot in jail. Ooh, shit! Unless those words are your confession.
He's the Hound of Icaria! He murders for the mob! We could put him away!
They don't want to put him away! Not for your crime. Not for murdering the son of 2 city councilmen. Have you lost your goddamn mind?
But he's a murderer. Well, not all murderers are created equally.
Well, not all murderers are hunted equally.
Morgan, get your girl! Get your girl, Morgan!
The ability assassinating each other. Let it ride, keeps them divided. Orcas fighting in the lower wards. Let them sort it out, keeps their numbers down. A monster shoots 6 women in the heart and leaves no evidence behind. Call us back when he kills someone important.
Ooh, wow! Strange. Once she's properly infuriated, there's usually no stopping her. Well, if she's not going to twist the knife herself, I shouldn't let it go to waste. Your Honor, if the witness is having trouble choosing a place to start for his confession, perhaps I might help by laying out the details for him. You sadistic bitch! He was counting on him to step in. Now he's sliding down the rocky face of despair. Fingernails split and bloody as he attempts in vain to slow the descent. Not very dignified, so I won't leave him hanging. I'll be happy to speed him along.
In summary... Hello, Naha, welcome. Welcome. Oh god, okay. Oh, water, lock in.
A week ago, you acquired a blue blood distress signal when you arrested Tanks. But your partner insisted on letting him go and keeping the code to yourselves.
Greetings from Mayoshi. Oh my goodness, hello. Whoa. Hey, whoa. I didn't read shit yet. Welcome. So glad to see you here. We're getting to the end of the trial. It'd be the storyteller, yes! Hello! Good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thanks for popping in. Okay.
So the night of the murder, when the alarm went out, he jumped at the chance to be the first unit on the scene. It would be a gang shootout. You did all you could to stall, but your partner pressed on, and even shot open the door in his hurry to get into the locked building. You made up an excuse to keep him on the second floor, and proceed to the third on your own, relieved that everyone was already dead.
Oh my god! Hi, Jack! Everybody's just coming in! Hello, Jack! Good to see you!
And puzzled by the delirious Sosuke, who you knocked out with one blow to the back of the head. But by calling down to your partner to commence and you were already too late, you alerted an orca hiding downstairs. And when they fled out the window and down to the alley, you opened the windows at the crime scene to give chase. While you were scanning the alley from the second floor fire escape, your partner proceeded upstairs, where he was just as stunned as you were, but intrigued by the presence of a dark card you never recognized.
I was recognized.
He knew that it pointed towards the involvement of powerful parties. It was simply bad luck that he found the red ink before you. But he must have felt like he'd won the lottery. He was the one man in the city who'd benefit the most from exposing the corruption it hinted at. He must have been salivating at the opportunity, right in front of you. Standing in the blood without a second thought. You had taken the knife from Sosuke. I hadn't even thought about it up to that point. You knew once the rest of the force arrived, there'd be no stopping the red ink from going on the record.
Oh my god, she's closing in!
You had one chance to blot it out for good. That's all a lie. Just smoke and mirrors, tricks and guesswork. Hound of Icaria standing right there next to you. The Blue Bloods themselves even tried to kill him, right in front of all of us. No, they didn't. Excuse me? I have it on very good authority the Blue Bloods wouldn't want my client assassinated. Oh, I'm sure. So considering where the shooter was, and the direction he was aiming, the only person he could have been aiming at would be, well...
Ooh! Oh, slay! 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 Slay!
You! What the hell are you talking about? Seems like the old guard wanted to make sure there'd be a swift punishment for letting Prop 492 blow up. So you can keep protesting your innocence if you want. It might work out. And you might be able to avoid the next Blue Blood to come after you. And the next after that. You might survive just long enough to end up the only casualty in a tragically unavoidable case of friendly fire. Your Blues coming after you from above and below. Who gets there first is a coin toss, so tell me. Are you feeling lucky?
Ooh, shit! Well... Ooh, slay! Slay!
You... Any questions? Miss DA, your... Officer?
Oh, the camera angle! Oh, slay!
You're both... You're all... out of your damn minds!
Oh, shit! Fall, baby! That's pretty. That's really pretty. I like that. Also, I just realized it's off a little bit. Oh my god, dude. Hello. Why are my GCs off? Hey, you. Hey, you. Get over here. Get in position. There you go. So sorry. My stream is so messy. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I have to drink water after that. Oh my, I love Morgan. Oh. Morgan, I love you. I love your crazy ass. You're the best lawyer and murderer in the world.
Do you work for the Blue Bloods? Never thought of it that way. Even back when I was a kid, I thought they were just another institution. Like a neighborhood watch. People looking out for each other. Everyone's parents off working or enlisted or in jail for civil disobedience. Whole neighborhoods that cops, medics, goddamn firemen wouldn't set foot in. Didn't see it as transactional. Thought I was just lending a hand. My blood ain't worth shit. I wasn't useful enough to be a young blood, not good looking enough to be a host. But I kept going to school. They helped me pay for it. And because it was in fact transactional, they expected to get something in return. Police Academy. They're men on the inside.
Ooh! Ooh! So it's true! He was the guy on the inside. Holy moly! Chat, this is crazy, chat.
Wasn't as exciting as it sounds. I made sure it wasn't. Test scores sucked. Aptitude sucked. Clumsy and boring. I made sure no one would want to give me anything important to do. Valuable enough that the Blue Bloods wouldn't out me. Not valuable enough that the cops would give me anything worth passing on. The world's worst double agent. So bad at his job, he'd never be expected to double-cross anyone. Imagine the look on my face when my reputation for nothingness gets me paired up with the worst babysitting job on the force. Tariq Chopin. We were perfectly matched in a way. I didn't want to be near nothing, and nobody wanted to let him near anything. Nothing dangerous enough to get him hurt, nothing real enough that he'd go blabbing to his dad's. We went around into schools. Those are the jobs we'd get.
Building security?
Morning assemblies. Telling the kids what cops do, here's how to call for help. We were a goddamn joke.
There are worse things to be. Yeah, you tell him, Sarah. Yeah, you tell him.
You think I don't know that?
Oh, shit. Okay. Dude, Listen, hands up. They were kind of suited up with the foot. Come on. They're kind of the swag. Okay. I gotta put on my reverb.
You think I gave a shit? Like kids were laughing at us at the back of the class. That teens were throwing soda cans at a car. Good for them. At least they were having fun. Tariq was never having fun. He was just burning inside. Humiliation and bile, stomach full of it. If he hadn't found the code on tanks that day, I don't know. I would have either put him in his 2 weeks' notice or just drawn his gun and walked into the nearest Orca mansion.
So when you two arrived at the building...
Happened like the defense attorney said. I told Chopin some bullshit about smelling contraband on the second floor. Started poking around. And I went straight to the third floor because that's where the bosses would hang out back when I was a kid. Where they'd give us spare change to buy their groceries and pick up their laundry. Never met this creek or this pod in my life until we stopped at Anchor Ton. Different gens.
Ooh, that's pretty.
And I never seen anything like the bloodbath in that room. All four of the pod were dead when I got there. Believe me, don't believe me. I ain't no hound of Victoria. And I don't even think he could have done that either. Considering how he stumbled out of that water closet like a bloody water balloon. I did whack him on the back of the head, but my hand to God, I'm not convicted it did anything. Oh, convinced.
Guys, I can't read.
Face down in blood, out like that. Couldn't have woke him up with a nuke. The hound dropped, I searched him. Followed protocol. Found that knife in his hand. Called down, said everyone was dead. That blue blood bolted. Tariq called after them. And yeah, I opened the window and tried to follow. I guess Tariq didn't know the ladder was out. Figured I would chase him down, because by the time I stepped back inside, he was upstairs. And I walked up those steps, expecting him to be puking, crying, shaking. I don't know. Instead, he starts yelling down, happy, ecstatic. He can't believe this, scoop of the century. And I realize I know what he's talking about. Your blue blood superiors let you know about Prop 492. Lots of people knew the deal with Prop 492, even non-blooded civvies. Nothing wrong with any of that, so long as it stayed a rumor. So long as the state didn't know, we knew where the pillars were going to be built. It was a nice thing, believe it or not. People in the lower wards whispering about big money coming in. A little excitement to look forward to.
Oh God.
Tariq was excited, too. All he could see was forward. barely reading the words in front of his eyes, not giving a shit about anything behind him, not caring about what he was trampling over. I didn't plan on doing anything if that matters, if you care. I was moving slow, but I wasn't trying to hide. After taking it off the hound, I still had that knife. That goddamn knife in my hand. You all seem like educated people, so I take it none of you all believe in evil.
Ooh, woo, 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 woo.
We believe in evil, down in the lower wards. It's like fog. Hangs around certain people, places, and it poured off that knife like a water fountain.
And I wonder why. Oh,
It's not like Morgan used that knife to kill anybody or anything.
the devil made you do it?
Okay, sorry.
Haven't heard that one in a while.
If it wasn't for that dark card being there. You know, Drake told me once. Said he wanted to become mayor. I just did this stupid fake laugh and told him he had my vote. I don't know why I did that. I shouldn't have done that.
Laughed at him?
Shouldn't have lied to him.
Damn! Oh, okay, yeah, she's tired. And so, Your Honor, the people will be dismissing the charge of homicide in the first degree with prejudice.
What does that mean?
They can't charge you with Officer Chopin's murder again at a later date, just because they found more evidence. And the 4 other charges of second-degree homicide? We will be dismissing the 4 charges of second-degree homicide without prejudice.
So she's not quite convinced I couldn't have killed Creek's pod. Miller's blood, having already been on the knife he used to get free in the first place, was pretty huge. Combined with Rodder's admitting that you basically stumbled out a walking corpse. But the way the state sees it, their murders aren't any more solved than they were at the beginning of this trial. It's to be expected.
Then the jury will be dismissed. This court will be adjourned. And you, Mr. Icaria, are free to go. Woo! We won!
Everything that's happened to you in the last few days. How was that leaving you so shocked? I'm not shocked. I'm just... I'm just grateful, Counselor. You have my...
Your Honor, is there perhaps something else you wanted to say? Well, if you insist. I guess, for some reason, even though the jury's been dismissed and it's actually their job to do this part and the charges were dropped, I have this strong, overwhelming urge to say...
Not guilty.
I love how she cunts up sometimes. No, that needs to be much bigger. Maybe, I cast the innocent? No, that sounds dumb. I love 80. She's so silly. State building, floor 48. Oh boy, we did it! We won! Guys, no party? No dance party, guys? That's what I'm saying.
So how do you plan on celebrating?
Hadn't I?
We won, in case you two somehow missed it. And won so definitively that the police and even the Blue Bloods can't hold a grudge. Right. My apologies. I'm grateful to you, of course. It's just that I still haven't gotten an answer to the question that's been haunting me. Even more so than whether or not I killed Chopin. Someone slaughtered Creek's entire pod.
Who could that have been? Oh boy.
And they had my life in the palm of their hand and framed you, Sosuke. I don't think they were doing you any favors. And yet they did. They let me live. It feels strange owing everything to someone so unknowable. Well, you'll have plenty of time to think on it. Spending the rest of your life hiding your head in the sand. Ignoring the vast riches that sit untapped in a savings account across the sea.
Hadn't I? He's made his stance quite clear.
I don't intend to hide, Morgan. The Blue Bloods can try whatever they like. And they can find me standing right where I've always stood. protecting my family.
Aww.
Seems there's someone who'd like to speak with you about just that. Sosuke! Mako, young master! Please forgive me, young master. I failed you, repeatedly. Accept any punishment. Very well. 108 years of manual labor!
Oh!
Yeah, that's about as merciful as I expected. At least he picked a good number. 100 and... Of course, young master. You'll need to spend that sentence serving as my head of security, so that I know you're actually doing it. And that means you won't be able to do other jobs anymore. Even ones that the elders ask you to do.
Ooh, fire!
Even delivering messages. It's a punishment handed down by the heir to the noble house Ikaria Sosuke. Who could possibly overrule it? As you say.
Ah!
I'll start right away if you don't mind. That is probably wise. Grandfather is outside in the motorcade, and he's had nothing but criticisms for the current formation. The chairman is here? Him here? Probably just happened to be on his way to the airport. He is, Councillor Morgan. Surprisingly astute of you. Though he is leaving quite early if he just wants to get to the airport. None of our private planes are even fueled.
It seems to be a universal truth that old people like to get to the airport early.
That sounds very wise, Sarah, House of Paralegal. I forgot that. Who are you quoting? Then if you'll excuse me for a moment, Counselor. Yeah, feel free to...
Oh, hey girl!
Take Sarah with you. Pardon? If you don't let her look at her tattoo now, I'll never hear the end of it. Yes, well, that's...
She's so excited!
Right then, I'll, find a corner in which to lift up my shirt.
Un instant! Un instant!
Greetings, Counselor. You've succeeded on all fronts. Thanks. Not satisfied? Makoto seems to be in a good mood. If you ask him for a bonus now, shouldn't I just negotiate with my employer directly? You're the one who hired me, aren't you? At the very least, you're the one who put my name forward to Makoto. It's easy to see, looking back. You're the only one who acted in Sosuke's interest this entire time. Who wasn't a child. And? What of it? Why me? Why does it matter? Because I value my privacy. I want to know why a woman with your resources would put an ant like me under her magnifying glass. Such cruel metaphors you employ. Someone who values their privacy that much should, in the future, avoid directly confronting the board of multinational corporations. Noble's board of directors. You were not among them myself, but when one woman shifts the opinion of a room that's stagnant, even by a millimeter.
Oh, wait, it was last episode. She was there. Oh.
Word gets around. My, you really are a shy little girl. No putting the genie back in the bottle, but I won't recommend you to anyone else if it bothers you that much. Thanks. Though you can be pretty shy yourself, letting Makoto take all the credit. Why the subterfuge? I've already overextended myself in this matter. A woman from my side of the house intruding upon the IFG's business. I don't mind that I'll have to rip out fingernails in front of the elders as recompense, but I thought I might spare myself the additional pinky or so. You're being literal, aren't you? Disobedience always has a cost. Especially in old families. Especially for daughters. But not flinching as you pay the toll carries some kind of power, don't you think? Maybe I'm just trying to dress up my cowardice as dignity. Disobedience used to come naturally to me. It gets harder the older you get. Harder to believe your independence wasn't just immaturity. That's why I'm glad Makoto's such a good boy. I don't want him to feel any guilt later in life. Yes, Makoto certainly takes his responsibilities seriously. Can't imagine where he gets it from. I was such a hellraiser. He must get it from his father. I suppose it's an interesting mark below Sosuke's eye. Oh! Ooh! Wait! What? Wait! 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 Wait, I can't see the mark. Wait, I can't see the mark. Shit, he does have a beauty mark, doesn't he? Oh, shit. Looks like a mole, but it seems to be hereditary. Does Makoto know Sosuke's his father? Oh. Does Sosuke? I would be very disappointed in Sosuke's intelligence if he didn't. That's why Sosuke left the family to join the military, wasn't it? Why he asked to become the Hound when he came back. Oh shit! Self-imposed exile for interfering in your arranged marriage. Interfering. We were younger then, but we still knew what we were doing. We knew there was no stopping the marriage. If we didn't cover up the pregnancy, others would. Or just eliminate the problem themselves. Sosuke left before the bridal shower. Sudden enlistment, certainly, but I don't blame him for not wanting to be there on guard duty as I married another man. Makoto is Sosuke's son, though. That means he carries his blood. If he stands to inherit from both his father and mother, his worth. I understand this is going to be hard for you to believe, coming from a woman like me. But Makoto's already worth enough. He has his health. He has his mother. And his father will always be close by. Every moment we shared as a family is worth its weight in gold. And as you've now seen, when given the opportunity to choose between Makoto and the blue blood fortune, Sosuke chose the former. No! Ah! Oh! You, all of you could have had it all. Why don't you want it all? We already have it. I see. You don't understand, do you? Ooh, no, she doesn't. She doesn't understand love. She doesn't. I hope you do, someday. Let's get back to something I fully understand then. Bargaining. One blood test from Makoto could split your precious house right down the middle. Your husband will be infuriated, assuming he has a pulse. And whatever connections you married him for will burn up in seconds. So unless you guarantee me that I'm free to turn down any job. Don't make unnecessary threats, counselor. It makes you look weak. Oop! Oop, and I oop! Take it from someone with experience. You're always free to leave the house. But if you find yourself slinking back, don't be too hard on yourself about it. It's just what the house does. Now, would you excuse me? Sosuke seems to have satisfied your companion's curiosity for the time being, and it's very rare for him to have any time to himself. You don't understand, do you? Oh, Marjanya! Hey! So funny for you to show up right now! Yuri! Counselor Morgan. Emma. What's that look for? So that's 2 wins for me now, isn't it? After Rogers went nuts and perjured himself all over the place, you call that shitstorm a win? It definitely wasn't a loss. You're ridiculous. Thanks, by the way, for letting things play out as long as they did. I imagine you wanted to put the brakes on things a number of times back there. But now that it's all out, My client won't be getting knifed by cops or blue bloods. At least not for anything he didn't do.
You think I was happy to let the Hound of Icaria walk out of my courtroom?
Your courtroom? I'll have to have a word with the adjutant.
Please don't. Cute. Yes, I had my doubts. The OC unit has been getting a number of odd reports in the last 24 hours, truth be told.
What do you mean?
First of anonymous tips about figures in red being spotted around Creek's place before and after the killings.
Oh! Figures in red.
That's right. The rust.
Ah.
Yeah, not you, bitch!
Right, the rust.
I don't like the timing, but it's not as if OC can ignore the idea altogether. Someone killed those four, and it wasn't Sosuke or Rogers.
If you don't like the rust for it, where's your head at?
Whoever killed Creek's pod did it with such unhinged brutality. And yet it was executed with precision and so cold-blooded that they managed to virtually erase their presence from the scene afterwards.
Yeah.
Dude, Morgan, you're being complimented, Morgan. Oh my god. Tanks and Creek were both shot from fairly close range and near enough to their solar plexuses.
I suppose.
Hi, Greg! Welcome! It's been a bit since I've seen you. I hope you've been well. Bashing Trace Skull in was overkill, yes. But it was the safest way to erase anything his mods may have recorded. And even if it was an afterthought, that overcorrection is in line with perfectionism interrupted by... forget it. I'm seeing things that aren't there. First sign of obsession.
Oh yeah, you like that, Morgan, don't you? You like that, Morgan, don't you? Don't you, Morgan? You like that shit.
Ooh, 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 she's obsessed with you. Ooh.
Obsession.
I'm jealous. You seem like you never let anything get to you. It's unpleasant, you know? Feeling like you're possessed by something. Or someone. Well, if it was easy to wrest control back, it wouldn't be an obsession. Just puppy love. Puppy love. Oh, that's me. I gotta take this call. See you around, Morgan.
Yeah, see you around.
Just don't go telling anyone that was a win, or I'll have you arrested for spreading misinformation.
Well, we can't have that. Okay, Morgan, I fulfilled my obligation to Sarah now, so now you can buy me a goddamn drink. Pardon? You can start your 108-year sentence tomorrow. I've got some paperwork we need to go through before then, and I don't want to do it sober. Oh, you're serious? Of course I am! Everyone knows it's tradition for our client to buy their lawyer a drink after being charges like this. And in this city, they take them to this one special bar, Kintsugi. Never heard of that tradition. Or that bar. Yes, well, you've lived a very sheltered life under the roof of House Icaria, but I forgive your ignorance. Time for you to put the fat wallet you've been accruing that whole time to good use. Suppose I do owe you a great deal. Very well, but first I must inform Lady Mirai and the young master. Go right ahead. Be my guest.
Oh, is that Anai? Did you want to get a look at Sosuke's tattoo as well?
I'll take a rain check.
Sosuke seems much more animated this afternoon, don't you think? Did you say something to him?
No.
Oh!
I didn't do anything.
I see. Baba! Then perhaps his injuries are just taxing him more than we realized.
That must be it. Oh my god, like a chew toy. I squeak. Oh boy. It had been threatening to rain all day. Gray skies spanning a slate blue world. It was cold, and all the heaters were humming in their rush to overcorrect for it. At 3 o'clock, raindrops started hitting on the windowsills. Not a problem. She had her umbrella. At 3:15, the adults started leaning back in their chairs. Watches and phones were being checked. They were preparing to leave. At 3:24, another topic is brought up. The gathering resigns themselves to a continuation. It's 3:45 by the time the girl was able to excuse herself. She has 15 minutes to get back to school. Hardly impossible on foot, if she hurried. If she could have asked to be driven there. For some reason, the thought never crossed her mind. She hesitates at the door. She left her umbrella behind, back upstairs. It's not like her to be so absent-minded. The smart thing to do would be to go back up and get it. It is 3:49. At 3:51, she is jogging, a non-committal yet still undignified rush. When she sees the time on her phone roll over to 3:52, she starts to run. She hates running. A small part of her considers sending a text. She'd never been the one to text first. And to think of it, she'd never been the one to text second. She only had one number in her phone's contacts after all. 3:52, the school gates are in sight. Her eyes had been straining to see them. She wasn't looking down. Her knee stung in a shallow, sharp way. The palms of her hands were embedded with specks of gravel where she caught herself. Rain-diluted blood ran faintly down her leg as she dripped water into the mundanely tiled floors of the hallway. At 3:59, she pauses to at least catch her breath before sliding the door open. If her heart hadn't been beating so loudly in her ears, she would have easily heard the voices behind it. Oh, shoot. Where do you even come up with this stuff? Hey, I can't promise it's gonna be that exciting every week around here, but... Little baby! Ev, what are you... I thought you had a family thing? Oh shit, are you okay? What happened? You're soaked and... I thought... Who are all... We're the Mystery Club. Name pending, I hope. I was told the name could change. You're right, Ev. I just run around to people on campus and tried being friendly, being myself, then she left aside in a cardboard box. No! Someone help her in her knee. People started signing up. But forget that. Your knee! It's fine. You must be freezing. Let me give you my coat. Screw it, I'll just carry you to the nurse myself. Stop. Ma'am, this girl just showed up and she's bleeding. What? Bleeding? Everyone stand back. Where is she? Well, where is she? Who? What's her name? Oh. I don't know. I don't think I've seen her before. You girl, come with me. I'm taking you to the infirmary. Ma'am, she's cold. That's very nice of you, but not sanitary to share uniforms. Stay here and wait for the floors to be cleaned. Ev, Don't worry about it. I can walk on my own. Interesting. Interesting. What voice did I do with this guy? I don't remember. Dude, what has been that the whole time? I don't get it. I don't get it. Did she, like, make the mystery club on her own without her? Is that why? Is that Morgan's first crush? Ooh. I hope so. And with a little sprinkle of salt just along the edge. And there you have it. Oh, that looks wonderful, thank you. Of course, let me know if you need anything else. I must admit, Morgan, this is quite a fine establishment. Do they got karaoke in the back? I just noticed that. Nice! And so exclusive. The whole staff here on hand to attend to just the two of us. I can't imagine what the waiting list must be like. The mystery club girl managed to find other people so she didn't need Morgan. Yeah! That's what I'm thinking too. Right. Lucky for you, you've got a man working on the inside.
I can assure you a table. I can assure you a table at any time, Sosuke.
I love you, Sarah! You or any of your housemates ever need a quiet spot to lay low from the judging eyes of high society? Now you know where to send them.
I might do just that.
Oh, no, that was Sosuke. Oh, God. Yeah, Mulligan was sad about it. She was wet. She was sitting outside the door, wet cat. Sad about it. And these prices, so reasonable. Shit, knew I should have gone with the digital menus. Hey, Sosuke. That name they have for you, the Hound. Is that a title you were given, or just part of the mantle you chose to take up? No, I was called out long before I started delivering messages. Long before I got my tattoo. Truth be told, I'm not sure where it came from or when people started using it. Childhood nickname, I suppose. Earned by following Mirai around like a puppy. I never, Who told you Mirai was the heir when we were... It's a miracle you didn't break under torture, you know that? The Hound of Ikaria. So everyone called you a dog when you were a kid. Jokingly. Lovingly. Oh. Mirai's right. Okay, this is Morgan, okay? I don't know anything about Burr. Who is that? Mirai's right. I don't know anything about... One of the many things I've long since acknowledged that I'm missing. But obsession, addiction, those are easy enough to grasp. I've rolled the dice plenty of times by now. There are no demons haunting me, no other drivers in the car. Just me, sitting in the dark with a hole in my chest. When it's hungry, I feed it. But it'll never be full. Because the hole was there first. And it built a girl around itself so it would have a place to hide. How can you tell? That they called you that lovingly. I suppose you never know. You just trust. And if you do trust, then that's your answer. No, Morgan! You can't trust anybody! You can't trust anybody, Morgan. You don't know how to love. And besides, what's insulting about being compared to a dog? Everyone loves dogs. Probably even you. For your information, I like dogs just fine, Sosuke. But I could never live as one. Everyone's already called me in this world. Tagged, labeled, classified, and put in a box. But even so, I refuse to sit at the end of someone's leash. Better to remain astray. Oh, Morgan shakes her. Oh God! Oh, it ended. Oh, evil little bug! Your art is always so good. Everybody, your work is so great. Oh my goodness. Music by Lena Ray. Lena, your music is epic. Brian Mulholland. So good, so good. Some butt. Aww. Yeah, Dev Talk. And me. Made with Unity. Hell yeah. His dude, Fiend. Up. Oh my god. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my god, he's so happy. Oh my god. So cute. Adorable. Holy crap, I didn't think... Oh wait! Okay. I was wondering when this kid would show up again. Okay. I wasn't looking for anything in particular. The rest give me and the others food and stuff for telling them
where the blues go down and who they talk to. My shoes have been feeling too small, and the blue guys in that building have been really busy lately. I thought if I hung around there, I might see something the rest would give me new shoes for. But I never saw anything worth anything.
So you gave up?
No. I got scared.
What scared you?
You won't believe me. No one believes me. Everyone says I'm a liar.
Everyone says I'm a liar too.
Are you?
I can't remember. You see, somebody took something that belonged to me. I don't feel right without it. But I think you could help me find it.
What do you lose?
My face.
Oh.
Do you think this is the mask that Morgan got? Do you think this is like a robot of some kind?
I saw the Red Hood. Except she was a lady, not a girl. And she didn't have her hood up. I didn't get a good look at her face, but she was all red.
Red hair?
What's this?
Gold.
Thanks. But are you sure? I wasn't any help.
You've been a huge help. Now I know to look for red hair. I've tracked more elusive prey with less.
Ooh, episode 3! Wow!
Dude, let's go. Okay, well my results probably aren't that good. It's probably not that good, I gotta be honest with you. Congratulations, you finished episode 2 with 109 credit. Oh yay! Let's go. Let's look at the concept gallery. Evangeline Morgan, do not get yourself in more trouble than you can handle challenge. Challenge impossible, TBH. That challenge is impossible. Okay, this is all episode 2 stuff. Oh wait, here's some more. Oh, Makoto! There's a little picture up there. Oh, dude, Makoto's got that shit on. To be fair, they all have their shit. They all have that shit on. She thinks she's so smart when she's actually like a normal person smart. She's like, dude, I've killed people and got away with it. I'm super epic. Oh, that's the tattoo! Sosuke, my king. Sosuke, I love you, my king. Oh, dude, younger him. Oh my god! Younger Kim! Wait, that's fire! Gilf, both of them. Oh my god, baby Morgan! Oh, it's called the Red Rider Hood, huh? Ha! Nice. She looks so done here. She's like, ugh. Dude, fire. Oh wait, I've skipped him. Fire. And of course, Han. Of course, my girly Han. Dude, now she has that shit on. So much swag. And all the backgrounds so fucking pretty. So gorgeous. Amazing design. Amazing design. Amazing development team. Can't blame, really. I'd have done the same. Yeah. Dude, so cool. Hey guys. I love, he has his own name on the back of his jacket. Sobbing. Oh my god. And he also has, you know, you have to have at least some blue on you. You got a patch worked into him. Ah, interesting. The character design in this game is so great. I love it every single time. My wife, I miss you! Anyway. You need a bit of an ego to be a gang leader, I imagine. Yeah. Oh, wait, I didn't even see this. Oh. Sure, Carl, dude. It's so Carl. Got any bonus scenarios? We do. Okay. Ooh!
All right, well, let's get into these because we still have some time left. My network files capture video interviews Ikaria vid. In playback. Why rubbing alcohol specifically?
Nostalgia. Reminds me of days spent bandaging scratched knees and blistered knuckles.
You did that for Makoto?
No. Some other boy who was always overexerting himself. I like the smell of blood for the same reason.
Oh! Oh!
And antiseptic. And scalpels. That boy was always so hardy. He made for the perfect test subject.
Ooh, that's a little freaky. Test subject?
I still think about finishing my medical degree sometimes. But I feel like my hobby would lose some of its therapeutic value if I did.
What hobby is that?
Poison making. What's with that reaction?
You made it sound very intimidating just now.
Oh, I was trying to make it sound exciting. If I tell people I'm interested in herbal remedies, they think I'm a dreadful bore. Or worse, that I'm going to try and sell them candles. Well said, very well said indeed. You have a much finer appreciation for these things than your so-called superior, you know. I make countless immaculately thought-out references to Hegel and Ozymandias. Is that how you say that? And that red woman stares at me as if I'm quoting comic books at her.
Comic books can be good too. Hegeli, who's that?
Comics are for children. Are you a child?
Well, what about graphic novels?
What is a graphic novel?
Have you ever heard of visual novels? One P, for example?
Oh, One P. Who's your favorite?
Oh, cute.
Why list King Arthur alongside those other historical figures? Arthur was based on multiple historical figures, I'll have you know. But even if his exploits are not factual, it still stands that he united a divided people and defended his homeland from barbarism.
Oh, wrong person. He also met fairies and wizards and fought dragons.
I know. Impressive, wouldn't you say?
Very much so.
The Once and Future King was one of the first books I read all on my own.
That's quite impressive.
The vocabulary was, I'll admit, difficult at times, but I was reading a version with handwritten annotations, so I managed just fine.
It was writing in the margins? Like a hand-me-down?
Hand-me-downs are for peasants who can't afford anything better.
Was it given to you by an older family member?
Yes. But it was not handed down to me, you see.
I'm Makoto, they're after you. Favorite you lose. Oh.
And I went on to annotate it further myself, so that I might someday pass it on to someone, to some other reader. Tell me, does that sound like a hand-me-down to you?
No, Makoto, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
Holy shit. It's gone until I finish smoking this. Or get bored.
Very well.
And I get bored fast.
Oh, well, if our time is limited, perhaps we should focus on a topic of singular importance, such as athletics.
And just like that, I knew he was gassed, lowered my frame, and flipped him out of the ring in one motion.
Whoa!
An overwhelming, trampling victory. Best kind there is.
I can imagine.
Oh, you done any wrestling? Any MMA yourself, little copper?
Not physically, no. It's difficult to find partners who are a good match for my build.
Sounds like an excuse. You sure you're not just scared?
Confrontations can be intimidating, but sports are not arguments. They are a pure expression of noble competitive spirit.
Huh?
That is to say, I would never back down from a challenge. Ooh, okay.
Oh, well said, well said. I know exactly what you mean. When you lock eyes, there's nothing else that needs to be said.
I agree.
So what'll it be? Arm wrestling, sumo, chess boxing?
Why not all three?
Good, very good, a little. Sir, what is it? Can't you see I'm in the middle? Well, what is it? The BTOL needs to leave now. We'll be to be on time, sir. Here's a quote then for your little survey, copper. Success can be a prison. But even in a sale, a man who's mastered himself remains a lord.
I'm not sure I understand that one.
What the hell? Makoto-tan said said that it made perfect sense.
Oh my god. She's 200 kilos, I think she would. Yeah, I think she'd win. She'd win very easily.
And then you engage.
I see.
So you need me to stand here and film you two because... Why?
Because Sosuke is teaching me how to do a 1-inch punch. And I need it recorded from a distance in order to practice it later.
Why? Because she asked me very politely, Morgan. What more do you want? No, why do you need to know this, Sarah?
Adonai, surely you can intuit the advantages of a 1-inch punch. Because there's no wind-up, you can execute it without telegraphing your move to your opponent. And deliver maximum force to a critical weak point, even in the tightest of close-quarters combat. Not to mention, if the opponent has triggered any loser flags, your damage will double for each of them.
I'm crying. What Sarah means is that an opponent who's overconfident is likely to leave themselves open at a vital moment, Morgan. That's not incorrect. Right. Well, I don't know anything about close quarters combat or loser flags, but I do understand basic physics.
Adonai?
And so I can state this much with complete and utter certainty. Hey, when performed by the same person. Hey, all else being equal. Stop! A 1-inch punch will never be more effective than just throwing a normal one.
That can't be true.
Why would you? Am I wrong? You didn't have to say it like that. There was no need for you to say it like that. How am I the bad guy here? The fact that you can even say that is... Oh, it's not like any rules about human martial arts apply to androids in the first place, right?
That is true. Are they speaking in... Yeah, they're speaking in red. I just clocked that, dude. Holy shit. With certainty?
See? Perfect ukemi.
Cute. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, workplace. Oh, it's on.
Throwing out flowers. It always depresses me actually putting them in the bin. So they end up just withering around my place. I might have some kind of record for number of flowers killed at this point.
Why do you buy so many flowers?
I don't buy them. I get sent them. And chocolates and wine and lockets of hair.
Oh,
Sometimes all mixed together. How these people even know where to... Mama!
what?
You give anybody my address?
The hell kind of question is that?
How do they get my address then? Maybe if you stop putting your personal contacts on your business cards, you wouldn't be so easy to find. So now if a woman's friendly, she deserves to get stalked. Not very forward of you, Mama.
Forward? You think I don't know about forward? You brats don't know shit about political correctness. When I was your age, we'd listen.
She's gonna go on for a while if you need to save battery or data or whatever.
So this is where you previously worked?
Yeah, I was what they called a number one gal. And that is...
Oh, sorry. And that involved? Pronouns not in bio. People buying you lots of drinks?
Selling dreams.
That sounds like a very nice way to make a living.
Nah, it's pretty mean.
What are you doing here anyway, gloating? If you're not gonna come back, don't lounge around. Your old fans will get the wrong idea. Come on, Mama. I'm just sitting here. And the crowd's already gathering.
My bad.
Did you ever consider making a return?
Nah. I didn't hate it. Don't feel ashamed of it or the people I met doing it. Even if some of them are nagging grumps.
Oh, sorry. Even if some of them are nagging grumps. Keep it up and I'm handing you a mop.
I want to be moving up, you know? Always up.
And the only places up from here are those cloud palaces where the courtesans lounge on golden couches and get fed grapes or whatever. Big gap from here up to there, and there's no footholds. Either you make it all the way or you fall. You need a little more security in my income than that. Plus, working in security, I get paid to punch the teeth out of handsy assholes. Not even the most powerful courtesan in the city gets to enjoy that feeling. Okay, Slay.
Without getting into more detail than you'd be comfortable with, how high is Mrs. Kim in the organization's leadership?
Pretty high.
She also works here as a...
Manager.
So does she need to?
We're not as rich as the Ikari or insane as the Rust. We're all gonna work if we want to eat, leadership included.
I see, but even so, this workplace seems very high energy for someone of her
Age. And I think she's comfortable here. She married into the Blue Bloods, you know? From the pictures of her I've seen, the vibe I get. I think she was kind of a trophy wife.
Oh.
Her husband's whole family dying, leaving her in charge. She got burned on that deal. But she handled it, obviously. And I can't name any other old guard I could tolerate hosting under. The hell are you whispering over there? Not whispering anything, Mama. Your hearing's just gone to shit. He's my brother-in-law's illegitimate son. Had his mistress give birth of a manor. Guess he was afraid if she went to the hospital, the paparazzi might notice. Of course, as it turned out, that was the least of our worries that night.
I could pass a message to him if you like.
The hell would I even say? We're already dangling literally all the money we can in front of him. He's not taking the bait.
I didn't mean another offer. I thought you might want to pass on a more personal sentiment.
Ha! Bad chance. We don't share any blood. We never met. And if the Fox asks me to kill him, he wouldn't blink.
I think that Sosuke would blink.
Give it up. Sosuke and I aren't family, little girl. But if you wanted to be family... Ah, forget this shit! I got a job to get back to. If I look away for 5 seconds, all the talent around here falls back into high school drama addicts.
She took my walker! He stole my deodorant! No one can deny your work ethic, Miss Kin.
Thanks. I know. But you still gotta pay for a full hour's worth of that booth.
Hadn't I be upset if I put it under her name?
Cute. So... Does that mean he's actually... She's actually his, like... I don't know. Anyway, recovery session. Oh. Okay. Alright, it's recording. Oh. Fuck, I forgot the voices I did for them. Shit. Okay, I think I gave... well, she's married to one of his cousins, I guess? Yeah. Thanks, do you have to record this? If I don't record it, Crick will ask me for notes when he... Oh, wait. Oh, that's the other... Okay, never mind. Crick will ask me for notes when he doesn't remember any of it next week. Oh, there he is. Guilty as charged. You have... Wait, well, he was, I have to look at them again. I have to look at them again to remember what their voices sounded like. Hold on. No, that's Kim. That's Kim. But why is it alt that goes back? I don't get it. Yeah, Tanks is that guy. Trey, this is Trey. Okay, Trey is green. And then the other guy, obviously, Creek's there. Who was the other guy? No, Matt. Miller. Okay. No, this is Miller. Okay. Teal is Miller. I don't remember what voices I gave them. You have to video record it. It's fine, Miller. Also, I don't know how to do it, so it's just audio.
What's up, Trey? Eyes bothering you again?
Huh? Are they flickering?
Nah, but you're staring a hole into the wall.
Oh, I was just thinking, like, are we cyberpunk?
I think we qualify, yeah, but we can go get you some felonies if you're feeling.
No, I mean, like, culturally. Is this cyberpunk?
What do you mean? Just dice and paper. Easy entertainment that can be bugged or tracked. Perfect way to fight Big Brother, don't you think?
Yeah, but
we could do cards or something, too. Cards something, too. Do you think playing Go Fish is cyberpunk?
Well, no, but like, a tabletop RPG?
That's what you're on about? I'll be real, you sound dumb as shit right now, man.
Huh?
There's literally nothing more cyberpunk than a tabletop RPG. He's got a point. Learn your history, Trey. Now pay attention. Hashtag true.
Oh shit!
As you approach the town's walls, swords clanging against shields ring out. Voices rise and arrows are loosed. You've stumbled upon the closing acts of a fierce battle, and it's clear the players intend to let it play out into its natural conclusion.
Dude, hello?
Up on the parapet's a stern, horned woman. Her long, proud hair slit with the same blood that drips down her brow spots you. Her eyes go wide. She doesn't seem pleased to see you.
She thinks we're like enemy reinforcements.
They kinda are. They got a charter from the dukedom to protect his people, and the horned guys are all foreigners. And we ignore that.
If I break an oath, my build is screwed.
You paladin! Oh.
I have, oh, I keep mixing the teal and green. What the heck? I have, telekinesis, right?
You gonna toss her off the wall?
What? No, talk to her. What's the spell?
You have a telepathic talent, if that's what you're asking.
Right, okay, I use telepathy.
Roll the dice.
I got a 14.
Okay. Skimming the surface of her mind, you see visions of allies cut down and civilians fired upon. Her skull is teeming with rage and despair at this brazen defilement of the rules of war.
Oh shit, this is a Hornling village and she's under attack.
Tough luck. Got an oath.
Yeah, but if I ignore the plight of the innocent, my build is screwed.
Yeah. Paladins have it rough. Well, can we get inside? The woman is injured but not beaten. Within a few paces of her lies the lever that opens the gate. She eyes you and readjusts her grip on her club. She is seriously considering destroying the device to prevent you from entering. Can she hear me? Yeah. Okay, I use persuasion. We're cool, lady. 19. Every time. Ugh, how do I even... Me as fuck. Taken aback by your earnest appeal, she spots a glimmer of hope in your arrival, and betting on that hope, she throws open the gates for you.
Creek, do you have a different dice than the rest of us?
What'd we come here for again?
He doesn't even know! He doesn't even know! It's always the players who don't even fucking know that roll the highest, dude.
Rumors of a powerful necromantic tome in the area drew you towards the supposed final resting place of Elsbeth, the Never-Dying. Okay, persuasion. I asked the lady where Elsbeth's tomb is.
20! That's not even...
While she is at first taken aback by your abrupt change of topic, your, clever wording subtly hints at the idea that Elsbeth's crypt might have been powerful enough to drive her off of villagers for good. The elders used to frighten us with tales of Elsbeth's. The tales of Elsbeth's might get us to behave. I remember my nan would tell us that she'd rise up from under the town church if we didn't do our chores. Okay, so the dungeon's in the church. But of course, the church is locked down and full of our women and children, along with the sick and the elderly. We'd never risk their safety by opening the church doors while the battle yet rages. Well, yeah, but I can just pick the lock, right? No!
Come on, you always do this.
Do what?
You always luck your way out of the battles, and then we get beat up for 15 turns.
I come back to revive you, don't I?
I don't think you even lost HP yet.
I'm playing smart, avoiding conflict. Avoiding all the scenarios I set up to. Dude, he's...
Oh my god, I hate playing with Creek.
Alright. I'll, throw a knife at one of the raiders. 19.
Seriously?
The knife, hits him, right in the eye and he dies instantly. Dropping the keg of burn gel, he was rushing towards the nearest fortification.
Wait, that's me. That's my guy right near.
He dropped a bomb?
I have 3 charges of valorous interception. I can shield you. So the Hornlings in this village are legal citizens? I thought they were all foreign to this land. This village is lorded over vampires, though, remember? Over by vampires. So you wouldn't want to live here. It's like a shit town or a ghetto for immigrants or whatever.
How's that work? Why is the dude cool with vampires? It's all legal. The Hornlings just pay blood taxes instead of gold for their lord's protection. So they got vampires here, too. Can we go into the castle and kill the vampire lords? I mean, you can do whatever, but the vampire clan is the legal protectorate of the area, so you'd be committed a crime.
Is your build screwed if you commit a crime, Miller?
I think if it's like the right thing to do, it doesn't break any oaths.
So is killing the vampire lords the right thing to do?
Kinda subjective. Oof, not what you want to hear from your good guy.
Well, I'm not a good guy. I'm only playing as one. So, tanks, if we charge into the castle, it's probably filled with traps and guards and shit, right?
I'm not going to tell you.
Come on.
Look, it's a castle. There'll be defenses and shit, yeah. I'm game. Hornlings seem cool. Let's go kill some landlords.
After the fight we just went through?
We just rested.
Yeah, but you just did like 5 nat 20s in one encounter. I think you might be burning through all your luck.
I'm happy to burn through all my luck if it means getting to kill some bloodsuckers with you boys.
Oh! Oh!
Thanks, Krieg. But also, you are literally out of charge of fortune charges. We just rested.
It was a short... It was a short rest, though.
Damn. Reality's cruel.
Oh, that was so cute! What the fuck? Wait, what? There's even more? Oh, God. Oh, boy. Oh, God, okay. Sign in, witness statement, anonymous report, emergency call from a burner. What is all this? Why are all these tips getting reported all of a sudden after the trial's over? Did I skip the ones on the first page? I don't think so. I think I did all 3. It smells, right?
What do you mean?
All this new info coming in surrounding Creek's pod. And all of it pointing towards the rust for some reason.
You don't buy it?
Of course I don't buy it!
So you think the Ikaria are trying to point fingers at the rust after Sosuke's been proven innocent?
Well, no, that doesn't make much sense. But someone's trying to pull something.
If the Blue Bloods are the victims and you eliminate the Ikaria, that just leaves the rust. Why would they want to misdirect attention onto themselves?
I don't know. I guess it can't be them. I don't know. I guess it can't be them doing it. The gang wars have winners and losers, right? Someone stands to benefit from pitting the Reds versus the Blues.
True. But finding that someone is a task even OC could struggle with. And we've got our own hands full.
With what? Sorting through all the false confessions and love letters addressed to Heartbreak? Love letters?
Prep for the convention. Chief wants everything to shine.
Ugh.
Grin and bear it. And to hear out a place in the private sector will... Private sector will...
Phone call?
Yeah, it's a family thing. Would you excuse me?
No, it's fine. I need some air anyway.
Hello?
Oh, hey, I wasn't sure you'd pick up.
Well, I would not pick up for my adorable nephew.
Nephew? What is this? Am I on speaker? I gotta stick to code names.
No, I'm just gonna have to delete all this later. Thanks for that. Why would you call me on this line?
It's the only number I have. You haven't exactly kept in touch.
I don't...
Relax, man. It's a joke. Remember those? You used to be good at them.
Yeah, I remember. I never took anything seriously.
Only way to live.
I hope you don't mean that.
Do I hear a teaching moment coming on? It's like riding a bike for you.
Why, call me now.
Take a guess.
Oh, you can't. You're serious? You're the one trying to take credit for Creek's pod?
Waste not, want not. No one else seemed interested in it.
Hey, nephew.
Yes, sir.
What the fuck are you thinking? The Blue Bloods will drown you. Think you have numbers? Well, they have unity.
A lot less unity than they did a week ago. Creek was a flickering light bulb of low-quality hope for the young bloods. I extinguished that, and the old guard haven't even tried to retaliate. If I were a young blood, I'd start feeling pretty damn disposable right about now.
You want to start a civil war? That's on your head. But taking credit for kills you didn't earn sounds like a pretty dumb way to spark it.
Fake it if you ever want to make it. Don't worry, the young bloods will start seeing some real casualties soon enough.
Don't do this. This is... Do you even have permission from...
Now that's low. You, of all people, threatening to tell Mom? Because I'm taking initiative? Because I'm stirring a pot that's stone cold? You want to act your age, urge caution, pray 3 times a day to the status quo, go right ahead. I'm gonna move. Ah. I'm sorry. I didn't call to argue. This is a courtesy call. Thought you might appreciate a warning about all the smoke that'll get blown up your ass over the next few weeks.
Thanks, but I'm not so old I can't recognize bullshit when I smell it.
That's good. Glad to hear you're still sharp.
Besides, I'm not an OC anyway.
You went back to arson? You're not still in homicide, are you? I thought that was like a sabbatical.
No.
That sucks, because I met all the guys who are in OC, and I don't like any of them.
Sounds like they're doing their jobs, then.
Sure.
Hey, listen, I didn't mean to drop contact.
Aw, don't worry about it. You picked up when I called. That's all anyone can ever do, right?
Bare minimum.
Yeah, well, not like I can invite you over for dinner.
I guess not. Don't do anything that'll get you killed.
Damn, you're full of good advice today. Got the fortune cookies afraid for their job security.
I mean it. Don't do anything that'll get you killed.
There it is. The double emphasis. What do you used to always say? Redundancy, right? I remember. Believe it or not, I took every lesson to heart. File deleted? Oh, shit. I'm gonna look on the... No, I didn't. I did all 3 of them. Okay. Received call is the last one. Judicial. Ooh. Rockford. Oh, shit. Emma! Hey. No, I'm glad you called. I could use some decompression. Well, I just had a loss. But don't tell anyone I called it that. Thanks. It'd be the death of me if it ever got out. Yeah, no, I read the story. Well, what I could. It was kind of hard to read anything in between the editorializing. Right. If it gets you the resources, who cares? I don't know at this point. If I can be conspiratorial for a second, I'm not sure they want Heartbreak caught. But that's going a bit far. It's more like so long as Heartbreak's out there, they want to take advantage of the moment. People are scared because of Heartbreak. The city thrives on fear. Some of the radicals are getting bold. The state will relish the chance to draw them out. Maybe after the election. No, that's okay. I've thought about it myself. I just don't want to go that path if I don't have to, you know? Still got my pride. Really? Wow. They're taking it pretty seriously then. Reflects on their priorities, of course. Data is their lifeblood. No, I mean, that's great. How long will you be in town? Yeah, I'm excited to finally meet. In person. We should get dinner. Yeah, definitely. Sorry if you were hoping for that kind of excitement, but no. There's no jealous ex in the picture for you to worry about. I think you'll be fine.
What? No! Wait! Does she already have someone? Shit! Shit! Oh no! What? Jealous ex? What does that... Emma, what does that mean, Emma? Do I have any more? No! Necomorg. Necomorg. Yeah, what's the opposite of X? She's got that. Yeah, what do I Emma, what does that mean? Damn it, Yuri! Yuri! My Yuri! Oh man, well, that is the end of episode 2, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. I honestly thought we still had a way to go, but I didn't expect for me to finish it today, but I did. Of course, I will be on the prowl for episode 3 whenever it comes out. I've had a lot of fun with this game. I've been here since I think did I start playing this game when episode 0 got released or when episode 1 got released? I forgot. But I remember playing it when it like just came out, and it's been a really fun treat. The development team on this game is so fucking good. This is made by an indie development team, and they're doing an amazing fucking job. Like, everything's so high quality. The writing, the environments, the character art, so fucking good. So fucking good. I recommend this game to literally anybody who needs like a new like mystery visual novel game to play. It is super good. I enjoy it every single time. I will miss Morgan. I'll miss my Morgan Mondays until we get episode 3. But I will find something to fill the void. I think I might because I really wanted to play the Parasite sequel that just came Paranormicide sequel that came out, since I played Paranormicide on my channel last year. So I think I'm gonna slot that in for Mondays. So I'm excited. I think I'm excited about that. It's gonna be so much fun and spooky, scary fun. You're gonna hear me scream. I think I have like one clip from Paranormicide on my channel. That game spooked the fuck out of me. It was so much fun. But yeah, tomorrow, I'm really praying and hoping and crossing my fingers that we get to actually play Umineko tomorrow. But there seems to be nothing standing in our way. So I'm going to say we're gonna play Mineko tomorrow. I'm gonna manifest it. But yeah, we're gonna play Mineko tomorrow. So if you want to watch us play Mineko episode 5, join us. Fingers crossed. Just I'm doing everything I can. I have a summoning circle with just like Maria with like Bird Castle, just like all the plushies surrounding it, just praying. So we can finally play some Mineko. Yeah. Alrighty, you guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you, everybody who has been lurking and who has been watching. Greg, thank you so much always for joining me. Wednesday. Yeah, instead of Tuesday, I switched around. So Tuesday is going to be Umineko, and then Wednesday I'm going to be playing more No Sleep for Kanomidate. Yeah, there's so many files. I've had fun with that game so far. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Safe travels back from heaven. Be good people, please. I'll see you later. Okay? Okay, have a good rest of your day. Bye. Bye.